national educator.
Hello learner, this is Geography for Form 1 and our topic today is fieldwork. And the subtopic is methods of data collection, recording, analysis and presentation. The objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to 1. State the different methods of data collection. State the different methods of data collection. 2. Identify possible problems during fieldwork. Identify possible problems during fieldwork. Now, methods of data collection. Methods of data collection. Remember, in statistical methods, we talked of methods of data collection as well. And the methods that we talked about are observation, that is where you look and see with your eyes. 2, we talked about interviewing, where you are the interviewer and the person you are asking the questions is the respondent. 3, administering questionnaires. We actually talked about the different types of questions that you can ask, open-ended or rigid, in a questionnaire which you give or you fill as the respondent is talking. And we also talked about taking measurements like heights, lengths, widths, and so on. You take measurements using a tape measure or a ruler. We talked about those in statistics. We also talked about counting. We talked about counting, that is taking census. And finally, we talked about content analysis, that is looking at recorded work and then you analyze and you get out the information that you require from recorded work. So those are methods of data collection that we talked about in statistical methods. And they are also applicable in fieldwork, plus the following. Other methods that are used in fieldwork, together with those we have mentioned in statistical methods, is collecting samples. Collecting samples. Samples are items that are collected in the field and then carried back to school, and tests are carried out on them in the laboratory to get the information that is required. Those are samples. You cannot take samples, samples is just a part of the total population or the total information. So you just get a little bit of it, not the whole of it. 2, photographing. Photographing is another method of data collection that is used in fieldwork, and this involves capturing information on film or video using cameras. The pictures may be still pictures or they can be motion pictures. And such data, once you collect using a camera, then you are able to keep it for future reference. 3, digging. This is a technique that is used for obtaining information from underground. It is used in the study of soil specifically, and also rocks. You break the rocks and then you get the rocks that, or rather you dig and you get the rocks that are under there, and then you can actually even get the samples from such rocks. And tools that are used to do this include the hoe, that is to dig, or you can use a pickaxe, or you can use a spade to remove the unwanted soil, or you can also use a soil auger that you dip into the soil and it comes out with samples of the soil that you want.